Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Raiken Profit, in my own little home office right now, hooked up to the hotspot. Been doing some work in the car for a couple hours, just on the run, on the go, getting things done, taking action today. But anyways, I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about, sales not really being or doing so well. And I wanted to come to you guys with a video to make sure you're doing these things and share with you six things that you can do to help boost your sales during the slow summer months. And I don't know why I put quotes around it, because it does get slower during this time. Over these next couple of months, the last month, it just gets slower. And I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe because it's nice weather and people are outside enjoying themselves. But for whatever reason, there's a lot of people complaining of slow sales. And I'll tell you what, my sales haven't been super slow over like the last couple months. A lot of people's have, but mine hasn't. Over the last couple of days, it's been a little slow. But let me share with you guys these 6 things, these 6 tips that you definitely need to be doing. At least 5 of these. 5 of the 6 you have to be doing. It's mandatory. One of them's it's just a little ninja trick. But yeah, let's get into the video, guys. And also, I want to mention before we dive in, if you didn't see yesterday's video, myself and Big Dog Tino the Soul Advisor, we released the pre-order of our latest book, 101 Killer Men's Shoe Brands. So be sure to check that out at RaikenProfit.com/shoes. But with that being said, for all the peeps out there who want to learn, who are positive, who are taking action, who aren't trying to tear people down, hate on others, making it happen, and you know who I'm talking to, that last comment, hey, do what you got to do. But let's rock it. Let's rock out. Let's get into these 6 tips and make it happen. So tip number 1 right now. Tip number 1, to combat the slow sales, and this is obvious, but there's a lot of people who don't do it. They let the emotions get to them. They let it take them down. And I tell you what, if your sales are slow, slowing down your listings not going to help. It's just going to slow things down even more. So tip number 1, keep listing items. Yes, if you don't have a store, you're going to get hit with some insertion fees. But I tell you what, for the 25 cents or whatever it costs, it's worth it. I honestly think it's worth it to just keep listing, because if you're selling items that sell for 15, 20, 25, all you have to do is sell one item. If there's enough profit in it, it could cover 40, 50, 100 listings, right? So list when things get slow. Don't back off. Right? Don't back off the gas when things get slow. Keep doing your thing. If you've got a listing habit and a ritual of listing 5 items a day, 5 days a week, keep that up or increase it to help combat the slow selling. So that's tip number 1 right there. Tip number 2, if you have a store, because you're going to need a store to be able to get into the Markdown Manager, which essentially allows you to run sales. Tip number 2 is run sales. Cut the prices down a little bit, right? But not even that, there's something special that happens when you run a sale, right? I honestly believe that eBay shows your listing to more people because you're running a sale. Running a sale is proven to work. Walk into any retail store, everything's always jacked up, and they've got a 60, 70, 80, 40, 30% sale running. Sales are important. They definitely help to boost sales. They help to boost conversions. And when somebody's looking at your checkout page and they see a sale, not only do people like to get a deal, but there's the urgency there of the sale running out. So that's tip number 2, run sales. How much of a sale should you run? Depends on your profit margins and what you're comfortable with. 5, 10, 15. I've seen people go up to 50%. Now, I don't really have the margins to run 50% off sales, but if you do, go for it. Tip number 3, especially if you're selling clothing, sell lots of clothing. If you've got 4 or 5 Brooks Brothers Slim Fits, all the same size, lot them up together. If you've got, 7 or 8 Ralph Lauren polo shirts, lot them up together. Not only is it going to raise your average selling price, but it's going to help to differentiate you as a seller and your listings from other sellers. Most people are going to just list up a single item. Now, the market's not going to be as large for a lot of 3 or a lot of 5. Right? There may be, 40,000 people looking for a single Ralph Lauren polo shirt, large, and then there might only be a couple hundred people looking for a Ralph Lauren size large, a lot of 3, a blue, brown, red. So that's a great way to raise your average selling price, plus to differentiate yourself from the crowd. So definitely try lots. Number 4, and this is going to kind of segue from number 3, is stick with more popular items, right? I don't know what niche you're selling in, but there's always items within a specific niche that are more seasonal, that sell during different times. You know, I'm a clothing seller. You know, if you're selling shoes or you're selling clothing, try to stick with items that are more popular during that time. So right now, you know, polo shirts are going to be doing well. T-shirts are going to be doing well. You know, anything to do with golf or tennis or shorts, athletic wear, that's going to do really well right now. It's more popular. Whereas blazers, sport coats, suits, maybe long sleeve shirts might not sell as well domestically. Now, don't stay away from those items, because if you're shipping internationally, which we're going to talk about for number 6, we'll get there, you still got a pretty good market size. But it's obvious certain things sell better at certain times of the year. So when times are slow, try to focus on the things that are more popular, bigger market, better chance of selling. So that's tip number 4, stick with more popular items. Number 5, this is really, really big, guys. 1-day shipping. 1-day shipping. People don't want to wait. They don't want to wait. They want the item. They want it now when they order it. They want a drone to drop it off on their face. That sounded really bad. But people want it now. Hey, we're live. They want it now. If you've got 2-day, 3-day, 5-day shipping plus an additional handling time, you're going to put a lot of people off. And there's competition out there on eBay. There's a lot of people selling exactly what you're selling. So not only are people fighting with the price, but they're fighting with the shipping time, right? So 1-day shipping, 1-day handling time, that's what I like to do. If you've got, you know, and I'm not talking express, right? Somebody just mentioned, Lisa, you know, do you have to do, you know, like overnight shipping? No. But priority shipping, you know, if it's 16 ounces or less, I'm going to go first class. It is what it is. I'm not going to pay double the price or more to go priority. It could set you apart if there's enough margin. Maybe you want to go that route. But first class or priority, stay away from like Smart Post or, you know, any type of slower priority shipping, which I don't know why anyone would even use it anymore, because it's not even like, it's like super slow. But priority, 1-day shipping and handling time. You don't have to ship that same day. If you'd like to go that far, feel free to do so. But 1-day shipping time, 1-day handling time, and try to find more of an expedited shipping time, shipping strategy, such as, you know, regional A boxes, regional B boxes, flat rate priority boxes. And if you've got to go first class, I mean, I'm going to go first class to save a few bucks. And it's typically somewhat quick, but that's tip number 5 there. And before we get into tip number 6, guys, we got 111 people in the house right now. Go down below, guys, smash that like button if you've been enjoying this video so far. And if you've got any tips and you've got any, you know, suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. What's a regional box? I keep seeing these to order on the USPS site. A regional box is a box that ships. It's got like a weight limit. I think it's 15 or 20 pounds, but it's a really good rate for shipping priority to like your region. So I use A's, I use B's. B's are a little bit bigger, but I love A and B boxes for bigger items that are over first class, that just isn't worth shipping medium flat rate. So I love A and B. Tip number 6, guys, to boost your sales during the slow summer times is make sure you're shipping and selling internationally. Now, I recommend shipping through the GSP program, the Global Shipping Program, which is essentially a program that eBay allows you to opt into. You ship to their fulfillment center in Kentucky, and then they fulfill the rest of the order for you. Takes away some of your liability and risk and dealing with custom forms and whatnot. But be sure to opt into the Global Shipping Program. That'll open up a nice little market for you. You know, I don't sell a ton internationally, 10, 15%. Give or take, but it's just a great way to be able to boost your sales. So to reiterate, guys, number 1, keep on listing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like reeling in a fish. Keep on listing, right? Number 2, if you've got a store, run sales. Why am I clapping? I'm excited. Number 3, lot things together. If you've got 2, 3, 4 of something that's the same size, same model, same style, and somebody wants it, there's a demand for something like that, right? Lot it all together. You know, lotting together 4 pencil sharpeners probably isn't going to be a good idea, but you know what I mean. Number 4, stick with more popular items. Certain items have a seasonality factor to it, such as clothing, polo shirts, are going to do better than sweaters in the summer. So that's just an example right there. Number 5, ship your items out quick. 1-day shipping and handling time. Stick with expedited shipping methods such as priority. Stay away from, you know, the slower things like FedEx Smart Post for the bigger items you're trying to save a buck on. And number 6, sell internationally. I recommend the global shipping program. So guys, if you like this video, do me a big favor, smash that like button down below. Like I said, I've been in the car for a couple hours on my MacBook Pro doing some work, and I'm actually, yesterday Gabe came over. If you guys saw the video that I shot yesterday talking about the pre-order of 101 Killer men's shoe brands that I created with Tino, Gabe was in the background and he was listing for me, and I'm having my main man Gabe actually put everything in a draft mode. I'm finalizing it and then I'm putting it through. So I've been working on that in here. We've got a show tonight, a green room show on the Raiken Profit YouTube channel with Timothy Grapp, and we're going to be talking about how he runs a reselling business in the middle of nowhere. I know it's a weird title, but the guy literally lives 2 hours outside of like any thrift store or just normal store to shop from if you're doing retail arbitrage and whatnot. So that's going to serve as some good motivation, because I tell you right now, I know we like to pull a lot of excuses out of our you-know-what. And seeing someone like Timmy, who, I love that name, Timmy. Jameson, you watching? Someone like Timmy who makes it happen when he lives 2 hours outside of like civilization, there's no excuse for any of us. So, hey Ryan, I appreciate you stopping by. Check that show out tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, Green Room Show. We're gonna have the Bonafide Hustler. We're gonna have Timmy on the show. Also, if you didn't check out 101 Killer men's shoe brands, that's an extension of 101 Killer clothing brands. And I've been thinking about building out more of these guides with the theme. You know how there's like the theme, like the 4-hour work week, the 4-hour chef, the 4-hour body. 101 Killer is kind of like a little theme of itself. We've got 101 Killer clothing brands. Now we have 101 Killer men's shoe brands. Thinking about building out some more. I don't know, but it's been a lot of fun. So check that out, RaikenProfit.com/shoes. I almost forgot, RaikenProfit.com/shoes. That book is on pre-order, and that book was created by my main man, Tino, the Soul Advisor. We worked on that together. So really exciting. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to get back to work. I got to finish up some eBay listings in here. It's about 72 degrees in Connecticut, a little bit of an overcast. But in any event, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick tip eBay video. Keep making it happen. Sunglasses. Where are my sunglasses? I don't know where my sunglasses are, but I could use them. Anyways, guys, Lisa, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Lisa Walls in the house. Let me shout a few people out. Clearing Clutter for Clarity. Good to see you. You can't listen. I'm waving to you, Clearing Clutter, even though you can't understand me, so you probably just think I'm waving to nobody. But anyways, the red bunny. I wish I owned a red bunny. That would be the coolest bunny ever. If there's ever one on eBay, I am going to pop on that. Florida Picker, Boss Player Steve, what's good? What's up, Boss Floridian Picker? Reseller Niche Podcast. It's hot in Cali. How hot is it? Hey, what's going on, Thriftologist? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. The Gypsy Scavenger, the best name in town. 97 tomorrow in California. It's crazy. You guys smash that like button. Share this video if you can. And yeah, I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you all. Got a new video that's going to be dropping in a couple minutes as well, about is it possible to wholesale from home. So that's going to be an edited clip from a previous video that I shot a while ago. So that should be hitting the channel in a couple minutes if you want to check that out. But anyways, guys, Vlogs by Cali, appreciate you coming by, everybody. Peace out. Smash that like button. See you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Timmy Grapp, Green Room Show, reselling in the middle of nowhere. Peace out, everybody. DJ, thanks for stopping by.